apply it. Ah, I get scared. I don't know why I get scared. I don't know why I get scared. Like, don't show another picture on screen. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's Farika. I listen to Farika. I'm listening to Farika. That's my dove. Okay, I figured out what I'm gonna do. Okay, the goal. I figured out my goal. Okay, okay. It is no longer having anything to do with my little shooting function. File. No. Open a new folder. I'm gonna open a new folder. JavaScript. Index. I keep the same. I could keep the JavaScript folder. I keep the same one. I just gotta do another file. It'll be .html. Okay. Doc type. Exclamation point. HTML. Is that what it looks like? I feel like not. Hold on. I gotta do cheater. Exclamation point doc type. Okay. Exclamation point doc type. HTML. 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 I know there's definitely a head. This is stuff we gotta memorize. Head. Then we got the body. And then I think that would be enough. HTML language English. Okay, so doc type and HTML, the first two are not requiring closing tag. Okay. Exclamation point, doc type HTML, HTML. Language, HTML language, HTML language English. Okay. Loops. Okay. Here's where we struggle. Because there's got to be a struggle. In what form and what fashion are we gonna apply a loop and successfully see it come out as a JavaScript? I'm not sure exactly how or in which manner a loop needs to be added, or what we're gonna do to make the loop function properly. But that's gonna be the goal, or the end, the finish line, so to speak. The finish line for this document, to get a loop successfully functioning properly. In which fashion is where we're going to struggle. How and what kind of loop are we going to use? I don't know yet. I do know it's going to be in JavaScript, so we're going to have a script tag. And we're going to have style. We're going to do it with style. Inside our body. What kind of loop? Well, we can do some research on loops. That's a point. That's the reason I was. That's our goal. That's no reason for anything. That's just what we're gonna do. So next, we gotta go to the other one. Where'd you go? W3 schools. I need to learn. I need to learn. I need to make this bigger. loops. Okay, we're gonna straight up read to. I'm gonna read to JavaScript loops. No, in which form fashion are we gonna use loops? A loop is gonna execute a block of code a number of times. Yes, I understand that. Loops are handy if you want to run some code over and over again, each time with a different value. Okay, with a different value. Keep that in mind. Often this is the case when working with arrays. What kind of function? I keep bringing the little bullet in my head. I keep thinking of the little bullet and wanting to loop that, but I want to try to get away from that. Okay, let's look at the example here. Instead of writing text plus is equal to cars zero, an array is a list of let me look at it. We know what arrays are. It's a list of items. An array is a list of items, they're indicated by these brackets right here. That's usually how you know it's an array. It's kept in brackets. So we're creating a constant variable named cars, and we're giving it a list of names, of different types of names. Let text equal empty blank. For let I equals 0, I is less than cars dot length. Increase I by 1. I is the missing I is the type of car. Cars dot length. Where's cars dot length? Cars dot length. So the two things that we gotta kind of work out is this operator plus equals. The definition of what that and the exact definition of what that's doing. Let text be set to a blank quote, which is going to be a break. Cars I, yes, I cars. This cars I. You're saying whatever spot in here, because I is representative for the placeholder. So 0, BMW 0, Volvo's 1, Saab is 2, Ford 3, Fiat 4, and Audi 5. Let I set I to 0, so the first one's BMW. If I is less than the cars dot length, increase increment I plus break. Oh, the break is the new line. Okay, you're creating a new line. Okay. Text plus equals. Let's look at that operator. Text plus equals. Operators. Text operators. Okay, let's go and get you. Let's go get you. Operators. Increments plus equals. Assignment operators assign values to JavaScript variables. Plus equals the same as x. So x plus y. Adds a value to a variable. Demonstration, the plus equals operator. We have a paragraph with ID demo, an empty paragraph set, and here's empty. Okay, so we can type test me, run it, nothing happens. Okay, if we take off the script, run, test me is right there. Okay, refresh it. Does that work? No, that didn't work. Okay, let's try it again. Don't do this. Come on, computer, don't do this. Variable x, set it to 10. So variable x, we create a variable x, set it to 10. X plus equal 5. Document element by ID demo, inner HTML. We're saying inside the inner HTML, just put X. What's X? Let me read it again. Adds a value to a variable. Adds a value. Just adds a value. Can't you do just X plus 5? So we're saying increase or add a value and set it to that. So add and equal it. And that's it. X plus 5. It's a variable. X is equal to. This is where I'm kind of confused or stuck at with in my head. Isn't there a simpler way to do that? Maybe that's the simplest form. X is equal to 10. Which other way can we get 15 to be displayed in that fashion? A variable x is equal to 10. X plus set 5. Just add another 5 and make it that value. How else can I write 15? How else, in which other fashion manner can I type? What else can I type in here in this script to get the value 15? After variable x, set x equals to 10. Is there any other way? Teacher, I got my hands up. Are there any other versions or variables or any other things I can type to get that same value of 15 other than x plus equals to 5? Is there any other way of doing that? Or is that just the only method of doing that? X is equal to there's got to be a longer way of doing that. There's got to be more ways of adding a variable, adding a value of 5 to the variable x. X is equal to increase 10 plus 10 plus 5. I'm just adding 5. There has to be another way, right? There's a longer version of that. There's a longer version of that then. Variable y is equal to 5. And then z x plus y variable z is equal to x plus y. Inner HTML z. How about that? Okay, yes! All right! Ah! Okay, success. That's what I wanted to see. That's all I wanted to see. What does that mean? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm trying to fucking do the puzzle and put it back. Okay, yes, there is another way to do that. That's the long version. You're showing me the short version. I want the long version first. Okay, that's a success. So if I have 3 different variables to come up with one value, I have 3 different variables to come up with one value. There's a shortcut to doing that, and that shortcut is the plus equal operator. Instead of doing that, all you have to do is x is equal to, not equal to, plus equals 5. And then that gets you your wrong code. That's not how you do it. Why did that work? Oh, right here. Z. Z to X. Okay. One more time. We have variable Y, which is a value of 5. And then we have a third variable, which is Z, which is equal to X plus Y. That's not how I like writing it. Doesn't matter. You're getting picky. And that's going to be the same thing as get document and create. Instead of creating Z, we have 2 variables. The goal is to get 15 on the picture. Okay, the 15. We need to get a variable of 15. That's what we want to look for. And instead of using multiple variables, we can get that in a shorter, with less code. Variable X, variable Y, variable Z. That's a broken down version of it. You run it and you get 15. But instead of creating so many variables, we don't need or we can't have. There's a lot of reasons why we would not want to use X, Y, and Z. The reasons, why would that? Why would it not be? Because it's gonna make our code a lot more efficient. It's gonna be faster. It's gonna take less time to just type it with just one variable. The ultimate goal is to get 15 onto this number, onto this page, a value of 15. We're trying to reach 15. So the easiest way to do that is to keep variable X and get rid of these other variables and just say variable X plus equals. So we're going to add and set X to 5. Okay. Now that's making sense. Thank you. Thank you. Dove, where'd you go? Okay. Okay, that's what that operator does. So we can do that same, we can apply that same logic with the minus, the multiplication, the dividend, the percentage is a division, is percentage. I want to say percentage. Adding 2 numbers will return a sum, and adding a number with string. Okay, yeah. There's rules to that. I understand that. We are looking for percentage remainders, division remainders. Division with remainders and double multiplication exponents. Okay. Okay, that's fine. When we come to need it, we will come to need it. I don't think we need them right now at the moment, but it's gonna be useful. Arithmetic, modulus, remainders. I want to see it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. 5 divided by 2 is 4 with a remainder of what? 1. Okay, you're just getting the remainder of the mod. You're getting the remainder of whatever the math. is, the division. Because you could do a division, and if it's not dividing easily, you just use division. Well, if you want that remainder value, you're gonna use a percentage, and then is the times exponent. X to the second power. 5 to the second power is 25. Easy. Exponent. Oops. Okay. Back to the loops. Now let's see if this makes more sense. Let X text. We have a text. Let text, which is right here. Let text equal blank. We don't know what it is yet. It's gonna be I, which is break. Wait, I with break. Text for let I equals 0. Set I to 0. Not equal 0. I doesn't equal. We're gonna set I to 0. Start with I at 0, which is BMW. Okay. BMW is 0. I is less than the car length. Car dot length. Car dot length. Car dot length. And if it's not the case, car dot length. Cars. Length, I want to say is going to be, and we're going to look this up, car dot length is the length, is the end as far as it goes maybe. The length of cars. Because if it's not that, keep going up by 1. If it's the end of it, span the length of cars. And if it's at the end, if it's not at the end, then keep going up by 1. So you're telling it go up, go up, go up until you reach the end of the cars. Text, add car increment I, which is 0. It's starting at 0. So text plus equals, you're gonna add cars I plus the break. That's the code. That's a code. So if we're gonna type it out, let's do a pseudocode type of thing right here. So text inner HTML. So we're saying I'm gonna type it out right there. It's gonna be the answer right there. So it's text, which is the first one is let text equals blank. It's 0. The first one's BMW. How do we know it's BMW? Because you're saying let text be assigned to blank spot, right? So you can say the first one is a blank spot because first it's starting off at 0. It's starting off at blank. It's a constant, so it's gonna stay there. It's gonna be, it's fine. We'll explain constants in a bit. We'll go back and read about constants. Okay, we're creating constant that's named cars. Let the text be blank, so that's why it's blank. Okay, and then for let I equals 0. Set it to 0. It's not equal 0. It's setting I to 0. Setting I to 0. Set I to 0. When you set it to 0, when we set I to 0, you're saying I is now BMW. When you say set I to 0, you're saying set I to BMW. Okay? Because 0 is BMW. That's the location of the array. We're talking about the array cars. When I is less than cars.length. That's what cars.length means. When you're saying set I to 0, it's saying what 0? What are you talking about? I set I to 0. We're giving it the direction of cars.length. Cars is constant cars, the array of cars. You're saying set cars to 0. Okay, well we set it to BMW because that's what you mean. You're saying set I to 0. Okay. Dot length. We gotta. This is a part dot length. Cars dot length. We'll copy this one because we gotta get confirmation on what cars dot length is meaning. Because cars dot length, it could be cars dot span, cars dot end, cars dot. There's a lot of different things that in my head could mean cars dot length could mean. But just from looking at it, I'm assuming that it's meaning the span of that that array. Okay, and until it gets this last part code, so if it's span the length of the cars, increment by 1. If it's not false, if it's false, that doesn't. If it's greater than less than the span of the length, then increment going up by 1. So instead of 0 now, it reaches the end of the code. Text is blank. Add cars plus 1. This is a representation of where it's at here. So cars, I is 0, increment by 1. Next one is 1 plus 1. You're adding 1. It's Volvo. The next one is Volvo. I'm over here pointing at my screen, but you can't see my fingers. Imagine I have a laser beam like this right here. So this is now 1. Volvo. Now we're at Volvo. Let I equals 1. Set, because now I is now set to 1. Text cars I is at 1 plus break. Don't forget the break. So that's gonna be the break right here. The break means break, new line. Okay. Volvo break. That's what the loop is doing. That's what the loop is doing. That's what the loop is doing. That's what the loop is. Saab. Break. New line. Let I equal 0. 4 is the loop. 4 is the start of the loop. Constant is prescribing a variable, declaring a variable named cars, which is equal to, we have a list of things. We just have a list of things. In this scenario, it's a car, list of cars. Let the text, which is right here, the text is it's what's gonna be displayed on our screen. This is this array. This array is just information. It's just information. This is just information inside the computer for us to remember. For the computer to remember. It's a list of things that we have. It's not necessarily saying when we type this array out on the screen, it doesn't mean that we want that to be shown on the screen. That's just saying we have this information that we need to be held. So then we want it to show on the screen. We want it to show on the screen. How do you want it to show it on the screen? That's where the loop comes in. That's where the function comes in. Okay. Now, cars.length. Let's go look at cars.length. Length. Where we're gonna find the answer to that? Where we're gonna find the answer to length? Length with a search. Length. You gotta be able to spell it right. The length property. The length property sets or returns the number of elements in an array. The number of elements. It says the number of elements in an array. Sets or returns the length. Array.length sets the length. Returns array.length equals number. Array.length returns set. Okay. So two functions, two ways we're gonna use this. You're gonna either say array.length no. Array.length is equal to 9. That's saying X the number of X's, there's gonna be 9 spots. Or return is equal to what? No, you don't have to say equal to. It's just array.length. It's saying find me the length. It's either find me the length or I'm telling you what the length is. What's the length? Or I'm telling you what the length is. I'm going to set the length, array.length is equal to 9, saying the length of the array is going to be 9 spots. Maybe we don't know what those spots are, which we will tell you eventually. Or it's saying we got an array there. Tell us how long it is. If I is less than the total number in this scenario, we can set I to 0. If I is less than that number in our fictional length that we set with 9, increment until it hits 9. Okay. So we're either saying array.length is equal to 9. We're telling you this array is going to be set to 9 spots. We have 9 spots for this array. There's 9 options. Or we're saying there's an array right there with a bunch of options. How many? Tell me cars.length. How many cars are there? Whatever that cars are. There's a number. Either you know the number, it's not known. Arrays.length. Dot length specifically, not arrays. It's just dot length. Well, it's specific to array, so array.length. The array is going to be whatever the name of the array is. This array is just a placeholder for the name of your array. You could call it my array.length. Would be whatever it is. Okay, array.length, either return the length of any array. Tell me how long is it, or set the length of an array. Array.length is equal to what? Okay. How does that sound, Doug? I think that sounds good. Thank you. Okay. Now, we need to apply these. We need to go away. Matcha. Loops. No, okay. We got that concept down. Loops. We still gotta figure out how to apply a loop. We haven't quite figured in our head how we're gonna make a loop. A function. We need to make a function to repeat over and over again. Okay, we're understanding what plus equal means. Plus equals is saying we're adding and setting at the same time. Let's look at this one more time. Let text. Okay, let's wait for a second, because we can go on to the next. Different kinds of loops. For in loops through the properties of an object. The for loop has the following syntax: for statement 1, statement 2, statement 3. The for loop. Okay, the for loop. 3 statements. Statement 1 is executed 1 time before the execution of the code block. 2 defines the condition of for executing the code block. And the 3rd was executed every time after the code block has been executed. Okay. For let I equals 0, I is less than 5, increment I. Text plus number is, okay, this is a good one. This is a good example. We gotta dun 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 dun. We gotta keep doing over and over and over and over. How can we apply that to our own loop? Look, we're gonna make a for loop right now. We're gonna make a for loop. Okay. How and what in what fashion? We gotta come up with something simple. Let's think of words. Oh, I got an idea. I got an idea. We're gonna use vowels. We're gonna use vowels. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Okay? And we're gonna come up with a makeshift word. Let's do it. Let's do it. A makeshift word. We're gonna come up with a we're gonna write it in the it's all in the script. Oh, we gotta need okay. Here's the first thing you gotta remember. Okay, it needs HTML. It needs HTML. JavaScript. It's the head. Yes, that's the most important thing is we gotta have a title, H1. Let's just put a random H1 so we can see what it's doing, right? Random word generator. Okay. Let's have some fun because we need to have fun. And amongst all this chaos and frustration with this JavaScript, we're gonna have to have some fun. We need to see some kind of small success. So this is important. This is important for you. I'm telling you. Make success in small steps. Style is H1 because we like doing colors and stuff. We could put that. Don't let. Right, here's another important thing. Don't let your what's that called? Not your pain. It is painful. Don't let your go out the window. Don't let your it's the little things that are important. The small, what's that word I'm thinking? Proper. You're doing it properly. What's the word I'm looking for? That's an easy one. Fundamentals. Don't let the fundamentals. Don't let your fundamentals. Don't let those little things go out the window. You gotta include a div around your header. It's important. It's silly. I'm laughing. I'm smiling at myself right now because it's something silly and something small and something dumb. Like contain every object. Something simple is important. Don't let those small fundamentals go out the window. ID is equal to header. No. Title. Tip. What's a tip? I like 3 letters. Okay, success. It's a hug. Give yourself a hug. I'm hugging myself. That's important too. It's very important. ID. Octothorpe. Tip. Height. This is progress. Height is auto. You can make it auto. And then width is equals, because this is, you know why? This is practice for your styles. This is practice for your HTML. And this is still fighting the fight. Okay? Width is 100. It's always a fight. Background color. We're gonna make it. Let's do something fun. I like doing fun stuff. I like that cornflower blue. I like that cornflower blue a lot. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do olive green. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? Don't forget the asterisk. I'm not box sport. Box sizing. Bordered box. I feel like that's not necessary. Not necessary. But I do want to do body. It's the manual controls. Margin 0. This is what I wanted to do. This is why I got a color. This one I did color. Change the color from green. And it's gonna look good in there. It's gonna look. It's gonna look on top. What's gonna look good on top of green? Gold. Golden rod. You see? See? And more generated. That hurt my eyes. Background color black. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Now we need a div for. We need a div for the actual. Okay, this is a good idea. This is where we practice classes, because I have trouble. I'm having trouble with classes. ID is going to be our function, and then class container. Class container. Okay, class container. Just for consistency. Container. All containers are going to have a background. I gotta work on this consistency. Background color. Dark olive green. Color black. For item fun. Octoflow fun. Height. Okay, container. Remember, it's the container. It's a container. It's a container. It's a container. Height. 500 pixels. Width. Save. Inside. It's not H1, that's going to be the div for the. This is going to be our function itself, not this one. It's fine. It's fine. Naming. It's fine. This is the grab ID. This is a get element ID by ID. This is what we're gonna grab. This is where the code is gonna be searching for. So what do we want to look for? Words. ID equals words. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, this is what we're gonna. This is gonna help our website, fortnightyproductions.com, because it's gonna be the score. It's gonna be the score, generating the score, and that's gonna be easy. It's just numbers, adding numbers. Those can be easy. But we don't know how to line it up properly. Anyways, that's fine. ID words. That's the script is gonna be looking for the words. Okay, now let's look at it. Perfect. Okay. We just want to look at it. That's what it's looking like. Gram generated words. That's what we want it to look like. Just put a border. Don't come on. Don't skip out on the borders. Border. Do we need to do light scope? Kind of border. Pink. How about this? How about this? Solid. 3 pixels. Background color. What do you want? What kind of book? That's a nice color right there. To be honest. That bothers me. Let's put a margin back. Okay. We're happy? Are we happy? Are we happy? We are happy. Now let's go back to the frustrating part. Let's drink some water. Let's take a water break. Drink some water. Okay. Now, let's try to go. It's a for loop. We're gonna have a variable. We're gonna have a variable. We're gonna have a variable. Hold on. Hold on. It's a random word generator. Okay. Let me see it in my head. I-E-I-O-U. There's a variable. Oh. One other thing. We need to look up constant. This is what I want to look at. Constant. Block scope. Constant is not a variable. It will not change. It will not be reassigned, redeclared. Block scope. What's a block scope? Constant pi is equal to 3.14 blah blah blah. Well, what's the last thing? Kisses. Good night, Dove. Pi plus 10. Oh wait. Okay, so a constant is not going to change. And I know that pi is a specific number. It's never going to change. Constant variables must be assigned a value when they are declared. Okay? A constant must be assigned. It's not going to change. A constant. When to use constant. As a general rule, you always declare variable with constant. As a general rule, always declare a variable with constant. Always declare variable with constant unless you know that the value will change. Okay, yeah, constant. Always use const when you declare a new array, a new object, a new function, or a new reg expression. The keyword constant is a little misleading. Constant is a little misleading. It does not define a constant value. It defines a constant reference to a value. Because of this, you cannot reassign a constant value, reassign a constant array, reassign a constant object, but you can change a constant array, you change a constant object. What's the difference between reassigning a constant array and changing a constant array? You can change the elements of a constant array. You can create a constant array. Cars, Saab, Volvo, BMW. You cannot change an element. Cars, 0, Toyota. Oh, okay. Dot push. Okay. So you cannot change what is inside a constant array. You can't change the value of an array, but you can add to the array. Okay, you can't reassign the values, but you can add to it with a constant. Push is gonna be adding. Okay, that's making sense. Constant objects. You can change the properties of a constant object. You can create a constant object. The object is in the brackets. A car, what type, Fiat, the model is 500, color white. You can change a property. Car.color equals red. You can add property. You can add a property, you can change a property. You can change properties of a constant object. So objects versus arrays. Object is closed within brackets with multiple types or multiple properties, whatever the object is. It's going to be a person's height, name. It's categories of an object. Whatever you're creating, you could change with constant objects. You can change a color. You can change a property. You can change property. You can add properties. You can change properties. You can add properties. You can change them. Not with arrays. Okay, but you cannot reassign the object. Color goes from red to white versus type, model, color. You can change a property, but you cannot reassign the object. Change car.color to red versus reassigning the object. If I wanted to change that, let me try this. Let me fix this. So we're gonna fix this. gotta be in quotes. I'm looking for syntax. Car.color is red. Car.owner is Johnson. Adding and changing. It's the whole thing versus one little aspect of it. Catch error. Car dot type would be equal to Volvo, and that would be appropriate. But you can't say car and change everything. It has to be proper syntax. Can't rearrange it. Block scope. Where do we see block? Values you find with constant have block scope. What does block scope mean? Declaring a variable with constant is similar to let when it becomes to blocks, or when it comes to block scope. The x declared in the block in this the x declared in the block in this example was not the same as x declared outside the block. Here x is 10. Okay, so if x is 10, constant x is equal to 2. Here x is 10. Huh? Scope, scope, scope. What's happening to x is 2. Okay. X is plus X. Okay, we got to look at block scope to understand what that's meaning. How does it apply to our loop? We just looked at variable, constant. A constant is not changing. How does it apply to our loop? A random word generator. How does it apply to my loop? Is my question. Here, right here. Words. How are we gonna make this work? Let I equals 5. Okay, what's next? What's the next success? What's my next little step? What's my next little step? Simple, simple, simple. How is W? And WN. And okay, these are words. These are not words. These are not words. For loops, for loops, for loops, for loops. It's gonna come in, it's gonna come in, it's gonna come to normally you'll use statements. Okay, we'll talk it, keep talking it out. I want to use vowels with an array. So we have an array. We have options. Okay, and okay, let's try to make a connection to my game, to my card game. Okay. Inside of a div, I have it in my. Let's do this. 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 How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? What do we want to do? No, leave that there. Leave that there. Don't go backwards. We'll do another one. Yeah, I want an empty div with vowels. ID. How do you spell vowel? How do you spell vowel? Vowel. Vowel. I don't know how to spell vowel. Vowel. E-L is vowel. Vowel. Okay, vowel. Okay. Vowel. Safe. I'm still not used to this MacBook navigating it there. Vowels, vowels. Well, we know that we have a constant vowel. That's not right. It doesn't look like it's right. Equals. There. A, B, I, O, U, and Y. Syntax. End it with a always instant. Okay. A, E, I, O, U, Y. Constants, vowels. It's going to hold more than one value at a time. To the card to find specific one, blah blah blah, create an array. We have an array. Methods. ToString. A join. ToString converts an array to a string of comma separated array values. The ToString method returns an array as a comma separated string. Fruits.ToString. Okay. So we want to string all those. We got to string all those vowels into my words. Okay, I understand how that works. Let's put it right here. Document document. That's just copying. I'm just copying that. It's copying that. That's fine. Document. That you get element by ID. It's a small step, not a small success. ID. Vowels. String. ToString. Inner HTML. Inner HTML. We're getting that inner. We're getting the ID. We grab the div. Declared vowels as vowels. Assigned as vowels. And in the inner HTML. Dot. You can do dot inner HTML, dot inner text, dot inner mode, input mode is connected, is language, last child, last element child, local name. These are all different things that we can grab, do inner HTML. Node name, node tag. Yeah, we gotta be able to play with all these. On animation cancel, on animation end, on animation end, on animation iteration, on animation start. Okay. Remember animation start, animation end. On auxiliary click. Auxiliary click. On okay. Dot inner HTML. Equal to fruits dot ToString. Fruits dot ToString. To local string. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, I needed the brackets. It needs brackets. Is that all it needs? End statement. ToString. Open close parentheses. There's no. Those are no parameters. No parameters. Still didn't work. Vowels. Inner HTML. Oh. Syntax. There we go. Okay. Okay, ToString. What else can we do with that? Join. The join method also joins all array elements into a string. It behaves just like ToString, but in addition, you can specify the separator. Dot join. Fruits.join. As a success. It was a success. Okay. It's a success. No, that was good. That's not our goal. Oh, you can specify the separator. Join. Fruits.join. ToString. Join by just put a rows. All right. Okay. You understand what that means? Okay. Perfect. it's a okay. That's good. That's good. Good notation. Good notations. Good notation. Okay. Next, the next method. The next method. These are converting arrays to strings. Popping and pushing. When you work with arrays, it's easy to remove elements and add new elements. This is what popping and pushing is. Popping and pushing. Popping. I like this. I gotta understand this one. Popping items out of an array or pushing items into an array. Popping and pushing. Popping and pushing. Let's push and pop. Pop. Out. Push in. Okay. We don't want I. It's just syntax. How does it know? It just pops the last one. It automatically pops the last one. Okay. Banana. No. ID is equal to. Nothing's automatic. Nothing's automatic. Mango. Okay. Bugs. Okay, now my laptop's attracting bugs. Okay. It automatically removes the last one. banana. That's comforting. That's a comforting look. I'm not taking risks. No. Why isn't it working? Okay, you got it to work once. The pop method returns a value that was popped out. Okay. The pop returns. It doesn't just delete it, it keeps it. The pop method returns a value that was popped out. So grab a hold of that last item. Fruits it's saying this code is saying show me the array. Then this one says take out the last one. Just show me the pops, fruit.pop. Inner HP is fruits.pop. So pop becomes like a variable. Okay. 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 I understand that. I understand what's happening. Pushing. Okay. Maneuvering arrays. This is what was missing. The push method returns a new array length. The push method returns a new array. Push method adds a new element to an array. Okay, this is the terrifying part is that I thought I knew where I was messing up, and that's not the case. That's the scary part. So the constant fruits, that's an array of fruits. Fruits.push kiwi. How come I can't pop a specific one? I don't like that. But I can add let x equals fruit.push. X is equal to 5. Okay, so this is saying demo 1, demo 2, button on click child, my function. The function is the get with fruits.push kiwi fruits. function is removing pop, 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 push, push, push. You got a constant, you got an array of things, a list of things. Get element by ID demo 1, demo 2. Demo 1, demo 2, demo 2, demo 1, demo 2. Get element by ID, demo 1, enter HTML equals fruits. I'm not understanding this. We have a function declared on the button now. This function is called myFunction. What does the function do? When you click it, it executes this function. It's doing nothing. That's just a constant. The inner HTML of demo 1 is fruits. Until we apply the function. Once we click, the function says now demo 1 is now fruits push kiwi. Returns a new array length. Keep adding kiwi, it keeps extending the length. That's why it keeps going up. And demo 2 is just displaying the new array named fruits. Show me the fruits and then show me fruits.push kiwi, which is what position it's returning. Push returns the new array length. That's what it's telling us. Return. Okay, starting makes sense. So if we were to alter this, let's alter it. We want to alter it. Go melon. And then document get element by ID. We're going to that's fine, it's fruits. When you run it, that's what it's showing. Melon, new array, is showing in demo 1 because we said so in the script, the first line of our script. Constant fruits. Inner HTML is fruits. On click, we're going to change something. On click, what are we going to change? What's the function that we're going to change? It's saying we're going to change a document with demo 1 first. The inner HTML is now going to be fruits.push kiwi. We're going to add kiwi. We're going to push kiwi. And then in demo 2, display the array. Push kiwi into the array. Fruits dot push kiwi. We're grabbing the array, push fruits, add kiwi to the fruits array. Add kiwi to the fruits array. Add kiwi to the fruits array. We're pushing kiwi into the fruits array. But that also returns a number. The number is the length. So if we add grape, and if we add which other fruits are there? Pineapple. If we add a pineapple, now what's gonna happen? What number is it? What number is it gonna be? Is it gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it gonna be 6 or is it gonna be 7? That's the question I'm having. We're gonna add kiwi to the end of it. What number is it gonna return? It's going to return the new array length. It's gonna say 7 or 6. 7 or 6. I'm gonna guess on 7. The array length is 5. I messed that up. Okay, let's reset. Do it over again. Do it over again, dude. Why did it do that? Where's my... I didn't run it. Okay. You gotta run the code first. You type new code, you gotta run it. Now try it. What is it gonna say? It's gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be 7. Yeah, 7. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's not saying position. It's getting just the number, the length. It's 7. Okay. Success. That was success. Push is returning the number. We don't need... Okay, here's the test. Here's the trick. I don't want to see a number. I don't want to see the number. I just want to add to the array. Do that. Mango. Okay. And you know what? I understand. Like, I apologize, chat, guys. I apologize for if I'm not interacting so much. I'm trying to. Look. You know what? You know what I gotta do? You know what I gotta do? Just go Twitch stream. Twitch. Go. Where's my stream manager? No, not there. Where's my stream manager? Where's my stream manager? Twitch. Stream manager. Oh, someone's named stream manager. Let me just log in. Oh, come on. I don't have my... This is too much. That's too much. It's too much. It should be in here, right? Oh, hey! Pug champion. Dude, you know, I apologize. I see it's trees are popping off and I fucking missed it. I missed it! Dude. Yeah. Sorry, I apologize. I apologize for not having this. Like I can't. If my phone's charging, that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. Bad. Bad Sammy. Okay. My bad, chat. Anyways, Pug champion 69420. Hi. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back. I gotta get my phone to make sure I know what's going on. Just keep that. This I don't need to see anything else here, dude. I really don't. Just get rid of this stuff. I don't know how to fix that. Oh, it's right here. Nope, that wasn't it. It's right here. How do you do it just to chat, dude? This one's not chat. What the? This doesn't work. I don't need to see this. This is the worst. Anyways, I'll figure this out. This is the worst. This is the worst. Okay. Back here. Okay. I apologize. It just that was rude of me. This is rude of me to not be paying attention. And it's a lack of preparation on my part. I should have had my phone ready with the chat. So if it, you know what? Next time, I promise the next stream, I'll be more in tune with what's going on around me. I gotta be more aware of my surroundings. And to be honest, I can't stress it enough how important it is to be paying attention to chat. Chat's popping off and it's not there. I'm not there. That's not good. And on top of all the stress of this crazy JavaScript, I need that. I need the chat, and I need my dove in my ear to have some kind of that I'm not doing this alone on my own. It's thank you poggers. I appreciate that, and I apologize for not having it up again. It's enough apologizing. I gotta get back to it. That's not the way I want to go. This way, but that's good. See, it looks so dumb right there. Go away, dude. Save changes. Okay, what did I want to do? I don't want to see the number anymore. I don't want to see the number. So or no, not or. I don't want to see the number. I want to be able to add kiwi. I want to just add kiwi without seeing the number. But if I delete demo 1, that's my point. And if I get right here, I've seen the number still. Okay, we got a constant document. Demo 2. On click. Demo 2. I think that's it. Because now we're saying because I can say display none. There it is. Success. Woo! Success. Okay. Is there too much code there? That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. You know why? I ran the code and I didn't even... Why did I do that? Because I only want to see demo 2. I only need 1 because I want to see the numbers. I don't want to see the numbers, but I gotta push kiwi. Demo 2 push kiwi. Document get on my inner HTML fruits. My function is first gonna push kiwi, and then it's gonna display fruits. Okay, so okay. I want to be able to describe it in pseudocode. That's what I'm trying to run in my head. It's what I'm trying to figure out in my head. I gotta be able to explain it verbally. I gotta explain it. So the new paragraph is document demo 2, the function on click. We got a paragraph named demo 2, ID named demo 2. After we have button, and on click we want to run a function. On click, run a function. Okay. We're gonna have a button. Now we got to do some JavaScript inside of here. We're gonna create an array. Okay, create an array with some fruit. It's gonna be melon. I don't like apples. We're gonna take away the apples, and then we have an array of fruit. We have an array of my favorite fruit. Okay, and there are 3 different fruits. They're mangoes, melons. Not mangoes. You know what? Let's trade it. I'd rather have a Fuji. No. Fuji. I think it's Fuji apple. Isn't it Fuji apple? Fuji apple. Okay. There's an array of my favorite fruit. Now, when I push the button, I want to add another fruit. I'm going to add the kiwi. And I also want it to be displayed in the paragraph. It's a paragraph. I'm going to show you what my favorite fruit are. I listed them out. I'm going to show you. So document get element by ID demo 2. Inner HTML is going to be my array. I'm going to show you my array. And then on click, I'm going to add more. I'm going to add another fruit. But I don't want, because the push function to add the fruit also brings back the number of fruit that I like. But I don't want to show you that number because that's what this is doing. So I don't need another paragraph. I don't need another paragraph. But what the pseudocode is saying is my function is gonna. This is what my function is gonna do. I create a function named my fruit, my favorite fruit, my favorite fruit. My favorite fruit. My favorite fruit. Okay, it's my favorite fruit. Now, what the code is saying is grab the document. Inside the document, get the element demo2. Inside the inner HTML, set the array fruits to push kiwi. Set is equal to set it fruits push kiwi. Okay, include kiwi into my favorite list of fruits because I didn't include it in my original list. It's an old list. It's an old list. I'm updating my list. So we're gonna push the kiwi end statement, but that's not what I want to do because when I push it, it's gonna return the value of the number of fruits. It returns a number. So to overwrite that, I'm gonna get document.element by ID, demo2 again, inner HTML, and just display the new. It's just gonna display the new array, which now include kiwis because that's what the code is saying. Add kiwi. Now display the new. Not the new, just display the array. It's a new array in a sense, but it's just display array. Okay. So we run it, and now it's not gonna bring anything but the new fruit, kiwi. Okay. Good. We got that right. We figured out. The function overwrites itself. The code, the description, the function's directions, it overwrites itself. You say the same thing over again, it overwrites itself. You're just saying do this, then do that. And unless we want to see the number, you don't have to put the push. The push is going to do it, but you don't have to return it if you don't say to demo 2. That's what it's demo 2. So put it into demo 2. It's going to show you the array. If I were to ignore this last part right here, how do you do comments? How do you do comments? JavaScript comments. It's just slash. And okay. I'm just want to comment this out. You don't have to do both sides? How come you don't have to do both sides? Okay, you don't need to. You don't need to. You just need one. Okay, so if we comment that out, display the fruit. There's nothing. On click, display fruits, rate display. There's nothing to display. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to test. Okay, we're good. Now, back to our words, random word generator, A-E-I-O-U. Next, array methods. That was a method to use it to do with the arrays. The next one, popping and pushing, we got that. Shifting elements. This is okay, shifting elements. Push, pop, shift. Shifting is equivalent to popping, working on the first element instead of the last. Oh, okay. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I had maybe about a year ago. I interviewed for a software developer position. I interviewed for a software developer position. And this is when I first started learning. That's why I started learning C programming in the first place, is because of this interview. But this was one of the questions. This is one of the questions. It was a whiteboard test. That I had to do, and they were asking me about arrays and this shifting element, shifting arrays. He didn't say shift them, but what the guy asked me to do was shifting elements. This is the first time I see this, so this is good. This is good that I'm learning this. Shifting is equivalent to popping. Pushing, popping, and moving, shifting. With the first element instead of the last. Pop removes the last element, shift removes the first array, and shifts all other elements to a lower index. Okay, the index, the index, a lower index. They're indexed. My fruit are indexed within the array. They're indexed. What's the index? The value of the index. What's the index value of banana? What's the index value of apple? What is the index value of mango? Okay. Fruit shift moves banana. Index is the value positions. The fruits in this example are categorized. They're indexed. And the first position always starts with 0. So that's what that is saying. Constant fruit index positions, it shifts it down. All elements will lower index. Index is an important term to remember in terms of arrays. Index position. And indexed within an array. Fruits.shift removes bananas from fruit. Okay. The shift method returns a value that was shifted out. So if I shift banana, it's going to bring back 0. The shift method returns the element that was shifted out. Oh, it returns the element, not the value. The element. Shift banana. Okay, that is me. Fruits, shift, fruits. Got it. Same idea as the pop. Unshift method adds a new element to an array at the beginning. Shift and unshift. Pop and push. Unshift method adds a new element to an array at the beginning and unshifts older elements. Unshifts. Unshift returns a new array length. This is going to be similar to the other one, the 5. Unshift lemon. This is similar to popping. Pushing. When you push and you unshift, pushing and unshifting, adding brings returns. When you add, it returns the new number. Unshifting and pushing returns the value of the new array. The length of the new array returns the length. Unpushing and pushing. Unshifting and pushing. At the end or the beginning. Push. Unshift. Changing elements. This is specifically what it was. Array elements are accessed using their index number. Array index starts with 0. 0 is the first array element, 1 is the second, 2 is the third. Constant fruit. Fruit 0 equals kiwi. Change the first element to fruit to kiwi. What? Oh, okay. So fruits is 0 equals kiwi. Changes the first element of fruits to kiwi. Demo 1, demo 2. Constant fruits. I have my array of favorite fruits. Get element by ID, inner HTML, or inner, demo 1, inner HTML fruits. It just straight up switches banana to kiwi. And then we're saying, let's see the new fruits. Set fruits 0 to kiwi. Set fruits 2 to kiwi. So that will change apple to kiwi. Okay. Simple. This is simple concepts. Syntax. Remember syntax. Document dot get element by ID. Demo 1 inner HTML equals fruits. Show me the fruits. Constant. It's just saying, I want to see my array. I want to see my array. How do I see it? Document get element by ID. Demo 1 dot inner HTML equals fruits, because we have a paragraph with ID demo. Blank paragraph tag. Insert within that paragraph tag. Document, get the HTML, get the demo 2 dot inner HTML is equal to fruits. Show me the fruits. The fruits is a constant. It's an array, which is construct that constant fruits equals banana, orange, and give me my array, whatever it is. I want to change it. Fruits 2, 3, position. Fruits 2 is equal to. You just straight up switch it. Just switch it, dude. You just switch it. That's all you gotta do, is just switch it. Okay, you just gotta switch it. The length property provides an easy way to append a new element to an array. To append. Length. Fruits. On click fruits dot length equals kiwi. What does append mean? Bueller? Is it one N, one D, what D? APP. Attach, affix. To add as a supplement or appendix. Appendix, as in a book. To append. To add. Append a diagram to the instructions. Attach, affix. To append. To attach. Affix. Append. Fix, attach, add. Appendix. What's the appendix of a book? It's a supplement or appendix of a book. It's in addition to what you just read. Here's an appendix. No thank you, dude. Okay. To append. We're going to add a new element. An easy way. The length property provides an easy way to append a new element to an array. Instead of pushing to the end, constant fruits. Okay, I feel like we're loading our brain with a lot of things. Okay, we're loading our brain with a lot of things. Popping, pushing, appending. What was the other one? What's the other one? Shifting and unshift. You gotta fruit it, 0 arrays. You gotta add it, 0 fruit it, array add it. Deleting is just delete. Delete. How do you append it? To add it, you gotta add it. You gotta be. Okay, how do we retain this information? You gotta be interested. You gotta find a reason to be useful. Why is it useful to me? Well, because I'm trying to make my game work. It is a lot of stuff for me personally to keep in my brain. I know I'm putting a lot of stuff right now. I'm not gonna remember everything, but the important stuff is gonna be the 0. Fruits 0 equals kiwi. You change the first element. Fruits 1, fruits 2, fruits 3, fruits kiwi. It's gonna be with practice. Deleting elements. Delete fruits 0. Since JavaScript arrays are objects, elements can be deleted by using the JavaScript operation. Delete. Okay. Use pop and push instead. Okay, wait a minute. We don't want undefined hose. Document, because I want to test if I can delete. I have my array. Equals fruits. Okay. Delete fruits 0. Let's just run. I don't want to delete fruit 0. How come that didn't work? Delete fruit 0. It might have, but it was deleted. Watch out. I just deleted it. Yes, I did delete it. Okay. Delete. Fruits. No. 2. Okay. It's an empty space. It's an empty space. It's an empty space. Now we splice. Okay. Okay, thank you. Ooh, thank you for that one. Ooh, that tickles. Original array break plus fruits. Okay, I appreciate that. Now splice fruits dot function on click function my function what fruits dot splice to 0 lemon kiwi. Function fruits array dot splice 2 comma 0 lemons comma kiwi. So we're saying splice in position 2 and position 0. I'm making assumptions. We're gonna add lemon and kiwi. We're adding lemon and kiwi to index 2 and index 0. No. Where'd lemon go and where did kiwi? Lemon kiwi. Splice 2 comma 0. I put it between apple and orange. What's 2 and 0? 1. Lemon and kiwi. Lemon and kiwi starts at 1. We want to start at 4 or 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 0. What does the 0 represent? What is the 1? What is it? What is the syntax of it? What does that represent? The first parameter 0 defines a position where the element should be added or spliced in. The second parameter 0 defines how many elements should be removed. Removed from the front, from the back? What do you mean? The splice method runs. Okay, I see. So now I'm saying, okay, let's change it. I don't know. It's a mango melon. No, I don't know how to spell tangerine. That's why I'm not gonna put tangerine because I don't know how to spell it, and I don't want to go to Google or DuckDuckGo. You know what? Let's do DuckDuckGo. Let's go DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Doesn't matter which one it is. There's too many windows open anyways. There's a dictionary there. Mandarin orange, tangerine. Apple can stay. Let's put birds. Okay. There's some more. I'm gonna be. Watermelon. No, not yet. We'll go after this. We'll go to our what is it? We're gonna go to our vowels, our word generator. We'll go back to our word generator after this. So from watermelon, we're going to add, which other fruits are there? Avocado. I like avocado. Okay. Now, we got our array of fruits. Demo 1, inner HTML, original array, break, yes, plus fruits. Show us the original array. Got it. Run it. Run it. Okay. Our function. Now, when we want to do our function, we want to make sure we understand what we're doing. So we got to be able to describe it. Let removed equals fruit removed. Yes. Okay. We're creating a variable named removed. No, I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. That's too much. It's adding too much. It's adding too much. Let removed, okay. Removed is right here. It's just a new variable, okay. We just let removed equal the fruit that was spliced. I gotta look at what it says. I gotta look at what it does, man. The first parameter defines where. The second parameter, how many elements should be removed. How do you know which ones are going to be removed? Okay, let's guess. Work it out, dude. Work it out. Just try it. Just fucking do it. Let's do it. So we're gonna splice it into lemon, kiwi, into position 2. So apple. It's gonna say melon, tangerine, lemon, kiwi, and we're gonna remove apple and berries. Apple and berries. Yes. We can't remove. So we can't remove and shift everything. It has to be 2, and then the ones that are removing 2. So if we remove 0, it's gonna just expand it. No removed, expanded apples, berries. You're just splicing it in. Splice it in. You splice it into the sentence. Do we gotta remove any? Yeah, we want to remove one. Which one? We want to remove. We don't want watermelon there anymore. We don't want watermelon. We're gonna remove watermelon. So we're gonna remove 1, and we're gonna splice in 2 at position 3. The new ones are gonna be. The new array is gonna be melon, tangerines, apples, berries, and then lemon, kiwis, and we want to get rid of watermelons. 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. We gotta go to position 4. So we're gonna be at We're gonna have watermelon, tangerines, apple, berries, then lemon, kiwis. Remove watermelon, and then avocado. Okay. Remove watermelon. Okay, good. You get splice in 2 and remove 2. Splice at position number 1 and remove 4. So we're gonna splice in position 1. We're gonna be melon. We're gonna be melon, lemon, kiwi, and then remove tangerine, apple, berries, and watermelons. We're gonna remove a lot of them. Okay. Success. Okay, we understand how to splice now. We gotta keep practicing the splice. The splice is what's important. Splice, push, and pop from the end. Shift, unshift from the beginning. Push returns a value. Shift returns a value. The shift and push are gonna be the ones that I'm gonna be confused about. It's okay. It's okay. Now, how does that fit into here? Sort. Using splice to remove elements. It's just 0. Okay, so instead of delete, use splice. Okay. With as long as I keep using it, I will remember that. Splice 0. And remove 1. Which position? Splice 0, remove 1, removes the first element. Splice 4, or splice 2, remove 1 is going to take apple out. Okay, I get that. Okay, merging, concatenating, okay. You can concatenate these. Methods create a new array by merging, concatenating existing arrays. My children constant my children equals girls dot concact. I'll forget that one. I don't use concatenate much, but I don't know how to I'll figure out how to use it one day, or a good usage for it one day, and I'll be like, okay. Concatenate is just putting two things together. Girls dot concatenate boys, my girls, my boys. Cecilia, Leon, and then my boys, Emilio, Tobias. So an easy way to manipulate this is just to do equals my boys, dot syntax. My girls concact. My girls concact. My boys dot concact. My girls. I don't need to worry about that one right now yet. If it I'll be okay with that one. Concact method does not change the existing arrays. It always returns a new array. Okay. Merging 3 arrays. Okay, you could use parameters. Array 1, array 2, array 3. 1, 2, 3. My children. Contacting it can also merge string values. Two arrays. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna get confused. Slicing. Creates a new array. Okay. So from that might be important, or proper method. Slicing creates to create a new array instead of slice creates a new array. These are all methods. Slice. It's a sort. Loops. Okay. Let's go back to my... Okay. I have an array of vowels. Words. Loops. The goal is a loop. That's the goal, while or for. Do or while. Versus for. Goodness. I gotta remind myself of my goal is to get a proper loop. I'm understanding how to. I just understood arrays. I want to run some kind of code over and over again. Okay. Each time with a different value. I got one word. STR. Oh no, it's right there, vowels. I have one for it. Okay. You know why? In my head, I think this feels wrong. It feels wrong in my head. But it has to look this way. If I'm to be successful. It feels weird. It feels weird doing this. It feels weird. Okay. Look at it. Go look at it. Display. Words. We gotta do display. Words. Display. Inline. Is it inline? I think it's inline. No. Oh, vowels. I think it'd be words too. Okay. Can you do by class? Hold on. What's the end? What's the end of the loop? Vowels dot join. So long ago. Um, I get, you know, I'm telling myself too much. I'm giving myself too much. Straight. What's the end game? How do I know when to stop? Number one is what I'm thinking. Is what the computer's thinking. Was it the script's thinking? Constant vowels. An array of vowels. I just want to be able to show, that'll be a success, to show the numbers, the letters inside those letters I type. That's it. Just go. Enter HTML. Equal to I will splice. Is messing with the splice, and all those have to do with the array. I'm not messing with the array. It's the, I have an array of letters. It's not array. What is it? Syntax. What am I doing with it? What am I doing with it? I'm just looking at stuff. There's not many mean things. I mean things that are mean. I'm talking. I mean, document determined by declassing letters. Okay, what about those letters? I'm gonna put one of them. I gotta use a position. Use a position. I gotta use a position. I gotta use a. To stream. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Not too stream. That just brings them all about. Popping, pushing, adds or removes to or from the array. Got demo 1. Replacing. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking. I have an array of things. An array of options. I have an array of options. Array of options. Enter HTML. Equal vowels. Okay, no, okay. Now we gotta do a function. You gotta do a function. You gotta do a function. You gotta do a function. That's just no. You don't need to do a function. You should be able to just Escape sequences. It's not going towards. It's not going towards my goal. I'm just staring at the screen. What am I doing? HTML equals. It's just syntax. Equals no. Fucking had it right now in my head. It's fruit? No. It's X. It's a variable. X. Stop join. It's backwards. Fruits.join. The join method joins array elements into a string. Array elements into a string. Okay, that's just a thing. Variables. Variables let constant. No. Oh, what am I looking for? 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 How to implement a variable. My variable is a list. My variable is a list of vowels. My variable is a list of vowels. So variable. Vowels. Okay, variable vowels. Okay. Okay. We know what a variable is going to be. An array. This is what we just. That's why we read here. Variables. Variable person, John Doe. It's got to be in a quote. I think I'm burnt out. I gotta stop streaming. I feel like I gotta stop streaming. I didn't get to where I wanted to. That's okay. This is I'm getting upset. I'm getting sad. I gotta stop. I mean, I don't gotta stop, but I want to stop streaming. I will pick up again tomorrow.